Hi, it's Arlie. I'm going to do a quick flip through of my May Dori, which is almost finished because it's May 30th. And then I'll show you everything I got in my box for June and show you my setup for June. To see the setup for this, look at the previous video, or maybe the one before, that says May setup. So I use my Daisy Dori kind of like a journal. I write in it usually after the fact. And I also use it to just play with stickers, which I love playing with stickers and washi. And so what I'm going to do in the next 2 days is go through and fill up all these little blank spots. And when I can't find anything to journal, I go looking through the other things I've written, maybe an email, or I tend to rant on Twitter, or I do threaded tweets, and I'll go and I'll find one that I wrote that I want to remember, and I'll just write it. I'll handwrite it. So like this was about Russia, McDonald's leaving Russia. Well, I went to the very first McDonald's a couple months after it opened in Moscow. And I tweeted about that, and then I thought, oh, I should actually write that down into my Dory, so that's what this is. And I ran out of room, so I wrote here, and I wrote here. So I started writing on this day, ran out of space, and so it fills up a lot of space. I wrote it, so it's not like I'm, plagiarizing somebody. It fills up space. It's a good memory. And then the other place that I write stuff that happened or needs to happen is I kind of use this like a planner, even though I actually use my Google and Apple Calendar for actual appointments. I like this month at a glance page. And I've been doing this for a couple months, and I really love it. It's really helpful. What's going on? So just flip through. One thing I like to do also is not only write to-do lists, but done lists. Sometimes it feels like you didn't get a lot done, but because, days are hectic and it's hard to keep track. But if you actually write down everything you did as if you're going back in time, giving yourself a to-do list, then going forward in time and crossing everything off. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is write your to-do list the day after and check it all off, like yesterday, like today. I walked the dogs, I did a painting, this. I already did those things, so I can write those and check them off immediately. It's kind of fun. A done list. I just made a little tag. So I'll just go through and fill in these little spots. This is today, and I'll fill in here and put this away. So that's that. So this is a quick look at everything I got in my June Cocoa Daisy box. I did the artwork for the koi theme, and some of it's the old koi artwork that I did when I was the main designer for Cocoa Daisy, and Christine, so Jamie and Leah are the new designers, but Christine wanted to do the koi theme again, so I drew a couple more things to go with it, and I think either Jamie or Leah also added a few things. But anyway, part of my payment for that was store credit, so I just got everything. And I decided this month I'm going to try to only use the stuff that came in the box and not go through my old stuff. So here's my June setup. This cover is mine. It didn't come with the kit, and I actually don't use these covers very often. Only when I take my Dory out of the room, which I end up not doing. Usually what I do is I leave it out on the table, and sometimes I just sort of prop it open with things so that I can walk past it and see it. So, and I said in the earlier part, I usually use my Dori more like a memory keeper, like a journal, dear diary. So pinch bookmark. If you are new to my videos, I make pinch bookmarks. So any 2 cards. It's really fun to use one of these that you get stuff in. I think this is where the die cuts were in one of these bags. So you could use these. You can use the note cards, which I think both of these are the note cards. Yeah. So both of these are note cards, but you could use anything. And then it doesn't have to be one of the tabs, but I like the tab. So I stick it on because, you know, all of the die cut Cocoa Daisy stuff has sticker on the back now. It didn't used to. And so I stuck it on and then I staple it. And then what happens is then you get a pinch bookmark. So this is nice because I like to use this page for planning. And then I have, you know, whatever today is. So let's say today's the 2nd. Then I would put this in like this. And then I have 2 things bookmarked. So I can go to here and write what's happening, and then I can go to here and write my journaling. So I like pinch bookmark. The only thing is sometimes, you know, sometimes I'm like, this month I'm not gonna have anything hanging out the top. So I would put the thing on the side, but then that doesn't always work if you're doing a system with the, you know, with the band. So you just have to either think ahead or be willing to tear this apart and redo it if it doesn't work. I end up doing that kind of stuff a lot, messing up and then fixing. So what did I do? So I made a new cover just out of the paper that came with it. I used my little paper scorer. And I scored 1 7/8 inch here and folded it in on both sides. And then I used my little ATG, which is super permanent, really sticky adhesive. And so it's down. And then I took one of the, I think this was a 4x6 card, and I cut it in half. Oh yeah, it says June on the back because I got 2. And I punched holes with my hole puncher, and I didn't adhere the insides that way I don't, since I did put a staple here, so that takes up some of the space, it gives me a little extra space to not put the staple on the inside, which would have been hard to do anyway. So, and then don't have to keep this here, and I probably won't, but it's just to show you that you can keep your notepad with your Dori this way. You'd have to pull it out to write on it. So anyway, I made the cover, put the pockets in. I do kind of cheat with Scotch tape, or I actually try to find the magic invisible tape because then it doesn't show up as much. Then the next thing I did, before I put the embroidery thread on, which is loose, I might have to redo it, I did my calendar, and I always make the center columns a little wider because it's hard to write into the gutter here. And as usual, I made one mistake. One month I will be able to do this whole page without making a mistake, but I drew a line here. So then I had to get my white marker. Where's my white? This Jelly Roll. And I did a little white out over my black line. And I used the stickers that came with it. Like I said, I'm trying to use only the stuff that came with the kit because that's fun. And so I did this, and then I went through and I used the stickers, the date stickers that come in the kit. And I don't know if you know, but they fit this way. And then also, I didn't do it this way, but these also will fit on the side. So, you know, you can hang this little pendant shape this way or this way, and this will fit all around it. It's just kind of fun to find different ways to use it. The reason I move it in and out and up and down is because if you put it in, put a sticker in the same place on the page, every page, you end up with kind of a bump. So by altering the location on each page, it spreads out the bulk. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat a lot. So like, I can kind of feel, I think I have more than one in the center. So I can feel a couple of those. And then I took the tabs and I just wrote some words. It's kind of free association. Relax, summer, family, home. Home, family, summer, relax. And stuck those on. Just because it's, and so what I tried to do is one per week. I actually meant to put this on Saturday, but I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I put it on Wednesday. This one's on Sunday, this one's on Saturday, and this one's on the last day of the month. So, and then I like to do them so that they, well, this one, I think I meant to put this one over farther, but I hit the bottom of the page, but I think you probably should rehearse this a couple of times if you really want to have it perfectly lined up. And if I had moved, if this one was moved over a little so there's no little divot, and moved this one over, then I would probably have room for a fifth one if I wanted to do that. But I don't know, if you know me, you know I like things sort of whimsical and thrown together and just quickly do it and grab inspiration and don't hesitate. And plus, if I really hated this, I could very carefully unstick it and redo it, but I don't hate it. So the only thing I do hate is that this is loose. So I might fix that. That's all. This is my June Dori, and it will be June in a couple of days, and I'll start filling this up. So that's it, and thanks for watching.